Hello and welcome back to NanLovesFood. I am Ann here today with meal number 1 from our February meal prep and plan. So today we are going to heat up our meatless meal. We have a winter vegetable gratin that we prepared in the prep video. So if you haven't watched that one, you can either watch this one all the way through and go check that one out later, or pause this one and go back and come back and see us here. But the whole plan, everything we did to get prepped for the week is in that first video, as well as if you go to nanlovesfood.com/meal prep, we will have a printable ready for you that's completely free. Just enter your email address and you can follow along step by step. So I am getting hungry and I am ready for this cozy winter meal. This one is going to take absolutely no time to put together at all. It will take some time to heat through, but I'm going to go relax while that's happening. It's been a long day. So I have a sheet pan and we have our little potato company potatoes. I love this little mini potato situation. These are already completely washed, which I love to eat potatoes, but I absolutely hate to prep them. I hate peeling, I hate scrubbing, I hate all of those things. These, on the other hand, are just like, you put them on a pan and that's that's all the prep you need. It's wonderful. I've got a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. We're just gonna make sure that those have a good douse. We're gonna hit them with a lot of kosher salt. Potatoes can take a lot of salt. I do have the oven preheating to 400 back there. And we're just gonna give these a little massage. Now we have two choices when these are done. And we'll see kind of how I feel about things. But we can either leave these in their beautiful round-ish shape, or we can smash them and get them a little extra crispy. So I'll probably wait to see how the gratin does and make a determination. But if you let them cook through and then smash them, you'll get little crispy bits. They're really good that way. Basically, any way you can make a potato, I am a fan. I love them. Probably one of my favorite foods. So these are oiled up, seasoned up, ready to go in the oven. So I just took this gratin out of the fridge. It is ready to go. I'm actually gonna cook it lid off because we blanched all of the veggies, so there shouldn't be too much moisture in there that we need to keep in, and we want our panko breadcrumb topping to get nice and crispy. So this is really cold because it just came out of the fridge. The directions say to cook it for 30 minutes. We might go a little bit longer than that because it has been in the fridge. So we'll just see how it goes. Everything in here is already cooked. So as long as it's brown and bubbly and we get kind of that crispy panko goodness on top, we're good to go. Everything else is cooked. So potatoes are gonna go in the oven, gratin is gonna go in the oven, and I'm gonna go sit down and have a glass of wine. How's that for an easy weeknight meal? I love it. I'm gonna set the timer for 30 minutes and we'll be back then to see how we're doing. All right, it has been 30 minutes and the gratin is almost done. The top is starting to get brown. I had to turn it around in the oven because it wasn't getting evenly browned. So no big deal, I turned it around. It's brown on one side, almost brown on the other side. I'm gonna go ahead and use my handy dandy potato masher and give these guys a little mash. They're cooked through, they're done. But this will just make them a little extra crispy and give them a little more texture. And since we've got the oven on and we've got the time, let's just go ahead and do it. So this is literally just smashing them, and then we'll add a little bit of extra oil. And that'll give us, you know, a crispy potato consistency. Do not touch the potato with your finger. I just burnt the tar out of myself. So I'm just using another spatula to scrape off the bottom so I don't touch the potato anymore. I'm gonna hit these smashed potatoes with a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. The pan still had a decent amount on it, so I'm not too worried about the underside. Some of this will seep under and it'll be fine. So again, I'm gonna hit them with a good bit of salt. Now that we can get the salt to the inside of that potato, they'll be extra seasoned even on the inside. Yum. So here's what they look like before they go in the oven for the second time. Okay, so our gratin is done. I did go ahead and turn the broiler on the potatoes now that they've all been flattened, so they're just getting a little extra crispy while our gratin sits. Whenever you make something with a sauce like this that's in a casserole, you definitely want to give it at least 10 minutes just to hang out, kind of come back together, and you'll be able to scoop it a whole lot easier, and it's just better for everything. Just trust me, take 10 minutes, let it hang out. So as you can see, this looks absolutely delicious. Here are the potatoes. We probably could have let them go a little bit longer, but I'm hungry. Let's eat. Here is tonight's dinner. The potatoes have like a nice little crisp to the bottom. Crunchy potato skin. And then part of how I'm gonna eat this is I'm gonna take the potato, I'm gonna scoop some of this delicious sauce that's all over our veggies. Dang, that sharp white cheddar is so good. And actually the mustard is bringing quite a lot to the party. What more could you possibly want on a cold winter's day than this delicious, nutritious meal full of cheesy goodness? You guys, so dang good. So good. Highly recommend you give this recipe a try. Simple, meatless meal in probably seriously 5 minutes of active cooking time for me on a weeknight. Cannot beat that, especially for this level of yum. Please remember, if you haven't already, watch the prep and plan video. It's the first video in this series for February. We will have 2 more coming out next week, so stay tuned for those. And if you haven't already, go to nanlovesfood.com/meal prep and get your free guide of how to do all of this and have easy weeknight meals on your table for your family. Enjoy.